Exeter Quay, for 300 years a vital link between rural mid-Devon and the outside world. Until the 1830s, pack horses and riverboats brought materials here for export and took imports inland. But when the Liverpool to Manchester Railway revolutionised transport in the northwest, merchants and farmers here started looking at other ways to get their goods to and from the quay. An Act of Parliament was passed in 1832, allowing for the building of a railway between Crediton and Exeter. Nothing happened, and the powers lapsed. But when the railway from Bristol arrived in Exeter in 1844, campaigners were galvanised into action again. A proposal was put together for a line from Crediton to here at Cowley Bridge on the Bristol to Exeter Railway. The required capital of £60,000 was soon raised, and a bill was passed through Parliament a year later. Although the line was ready to use by 1847, there was no junction in place at Cowley Bridge to link it to the main city station here at Exeter St David's. There was also a disagreement over who should operate the trains. Some shareholders wanted the line to be leased to the Bristol and Exeter, while others favoured its emerging rival, the London and South Western, which at the time had only ventured as far as Salisbury.
May I have your attention, please?
The line to Crediton finally opened in 1851, with the Bristol and Exeter running broad-gauge trains on it. But this arrangement lasted only another 10 years. In 1860, the London and South Western reached Exeter, negotiated a steeply inclined link through St David's Station, and managed to lease the line to Crediton, giving them a foothold in North Devon that they'd been fighting for. The line was then converted to standard and broad gauge. There was just one intermediate station here at St Sires, which became Newton St Sires in 1913. This bridge sign shows that we're 176 miles and 55 chains from Waterloo, the London terminus of the London and South Western. Only a few trains serving Exeter, Oakhampton and Barnstaple stop here today on request. The track through here was doubled in 1875 and a signal box was built. There was also a goods yard here, but that closed in 1960, and the line was singled again in 1984. There's still a reminder of the Southern Railway here in this sign, but a few miles further on, and Crediton Station has been painted to celebrate the London and South Western era. Although in the 1870s and 1880s, both standard gauge London and South Western and broad gauge GWR trains used the line, until the broad gauge was abolished in 1892. The line was extended from here to Barnstaple in 1854 and to Oakhampton in 1865. Since 1971, when Colford Junction was taken out of use, the two tracks north of here have operated as two single lines, with tokens exchanged at the Grade 2 listed signal box, dating from 1875. It also operates level crossing gates. 4 trains an hour stop here, serving more than 150,000 passengers a year.